To ensure the guests planning to spend an evening at your restaurant get a table, make a reservation in the system, and iiko will remind you about it at the right time. For this, create a reservation card by clicking New Reservation in the Banquet and Reservation list. The BR list can be accessed via the Manager's page or via the main order screen. Click New Reservation. In the pop-up window, specify the guest's details. If the guest has already been registered with a system, select them in the list. In this case, the client's information will be uploaded automatically. If the guest comes to your restaurant for the first time, click New Guest, and in the pop-up window, enter their details. After that, the client will be saved in the Guest Reference Book. When entering the new guest details, you will notice there are some pink fields and will require full information to be entered. You can change the planned number of guests. 2 guests is the default. To do this, click Guests and then enter the required number. By default, the duration of a banquet is set to 3 hours and the default for reservation is set to 2. To change it, click Duration and set the required hours and minutes. If a guest would like to book 1 table, tap on any vacant table on the floor plan. If the required table is occupied, suggest another table, room, or day. If the guest would like to book 2 or more, tap on Select Several on the floor plan. Select the required tables and click OK. To select all the tables in the restaurant, press Select All. The Remind in Advance button is activated by default, highlighted in yellow. iiko will notify you when the guests who have reserved this table arrive and about their wishes 1 hour in advance. On the floor plan, this table will be marked with an R on a yellow background. You will also receive a yellow message when you log into the system. If you decide that you do not need any advance warnings about the reservation, click this button and it will turn grey. The Guests Showed Up and Cancelled Reservation buttons will allow you to register new statuses of the order. When you click Cancel Reservation, select the reason for cancelling the booking. Click Save. We can now see the saved reservation on the B&R screen. We can also view the updated floor plan where it clearly shows the reservation has been booked. Let's now book a banquet. On the B&R screen, we click New Banquet. Let's select a guest. As required, we will change the number of guests. For this banquet, we are going to choose several tables. As there are 8 guests, we are going to select table 26 and table 27. The key differences between a banquet and a reservation is that with a banquet we can take a prepayment and we can also take the customer's order ready for their arrival. To start this process, we will click Order. We are then taken to the main order screen. There is a new button on this screen now, Prepayment. By clicking this, we can take a prepayment for this banquet booking. After the prepayment has been taken, we are then taken back to the order screen. Here, we can populate the order ready for the guest's arrival. In the Floorplan mode, you will see buttons with room names on the left and tables layout on the right. Occupied tables will be marked with the letters R, Reservation, and B, Banquet, with the coloured background. On the right, you will see the start time of the reservation. The background colour depends on the BR status. If it's green, you still have time to prepare the table. Over 1 hour left until the time of the reservation and 6 hours until the time of the banquet. Yellow, it is time to prepare the table. Less than 1 hour left until the start of the reservation and less than 6 hours until the start of a banquet. If it's red, the banquet or reservation start time has already passed. To create a future booking, we return to the B&R screen. We'll click New Reservation, we'll add a guest, and then we can adjust the date and time at the top. At the top, we can use the forward or back arrows to select, or just click on the date in the middle to open a mini calendar to select the required day. And as with previous bookings, we can select a table. When we return back to the B&R screen, you'll notice that the screen is not showing our future booking. To check any bookings or reservations for any period we want, we can click the period button at the top and then select the start and end dates from the calendar. When you click this button again, you'll be taken to the view by date. The following information is displayed for each banquet or reservation: the type of service, be it banquet or reservation, the status of this current reservation. This can be changed manually or automatically. The banquet or reservation start time. Below that is either today or tomorrow, or if it's a future booking, it will have the date. Next, it will show the room name and table number, followed by the number of guests. We then have the customer's details, their name, telephone number, and if they have a loyalty card, the number and card type will be displayed below. The comments column will be populated with any entered comments. For example, the customer has requested flowers to be on the table upon their arrival. And finally, when logging into the system, pay attention to the notifications about upcoming banquets and reservations for the day. They will be shown as multicolored cards. The system will alert 6 hours before a banquet and 1 hour before a reservation with a yellow card. If the time for preparing a table is up, 1 hour prior to a reservation and 6 hours for a banquet, and it is also occupied with another order, the information on this banquet and reservation will show the pink warning, "Table taken." You either have to settle up with your guests at this table and prepare it for the banquet or reservation, or transfer the banquet and reservation to another table or time. If a banquet or reservation has not started at the scheduled time, the BR's details will also contain the pink warning label "Late." You can then contact the customer and, if necessary, cancel the order or simply reschedule it for another time. For more information or to see more training videos, please visit us at iiko.co.uk.